Okay, let's be real. It's week 6. You're staring down a mountain of textbooks, and your only fuel is coffee and, well, pure panic. You're exhausted, you're stressed, and you're probably wondering how you're going to get it all done. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. But what if I told you the secret to better grades isn't pulling another all-nighter? What if it's actually about managing your well-being in a much smarter way?
Hey everyone, welcome to Subject Simplified. Today, we are cracking open the official playbook for peak performance in college. Seriously, we're pulling insights straight from the B-Tech sport curriculum to give you some lifestyle cheat codes that will absolutely boost your focus, your energy, and yeah, even your grades. So, you ready to learn the plays that are going to change your game? Let's dive in.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to break down 4 major plays: exercise, diet, a little bit of risk-taking, and finally, the official pro tips. Think of this as your personal training session for, totally acing college life, both inside the library and out.
First up, play number 1, exercise. And I know exactly what you're thinking. Dude, I don't have time for the gym. I've got 3 chapters to read by tomorrow. I get it. But let me ask you this. Is burying your head in a book for 8 hours straight really the smartest way to study?
See, here's the thing you got to understand. It's not about choosing one or the other. Taking just 30 minutes for some kind of activity can actually supercharge those hours you spend cramming. It makes them way more productive. It really is about working smarter, not just harder. So, let's break down how.
So let's start with the physical payoffs, the obvious stuff. We're talking stronger bones, better posture, which, let's face it, we all need after being hunched over a laptop, and a huge reduction in the risk for all sorts of chronic diseases. Think about it like this. A weightlifter has to build a super solid core foundation, right? Without it, they can't lift heavy, and they're just asking for an injury. Your body's the exact same way. That strong foundation is what keeps you in the game for the long haul.
Okay, but now let's talk about the mental game, because this is where things get really powerful. Exercise is an incredible stress reliever. It gets your brain to release endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, and it helps slash your levels of the stress hormone, cortisol. It's kind of like a quarterback taking a breath, clearing their head to tune out the crowd noise and see the whole field. And then boom, suddenly that game-winning play, or, that killer thesis for your essay, it just becomes crystal clear.
And don't forget, exercise is a social power-up too. Seriously, whether you join a university sports team or even just a weekly yoga class, you're building social skills and boosting your self-esteem in a completely different environment. It's all about teamwork, camaraderie, and leadership. And trust me, those are skills that are every bit as valuable as what you're learning in a lecture hall.
And hey, believe it or not, there are even economic wins here. Sure, staying active reduces health costs way down the line, but think about right now. It means less absenteeism. Being in peak condition means you're not going to miss that crucial 9 a.m. lecture or have to call out sick from your part-time job. It is a direct investment in your success, right now.
All right, let's move on to our second play, diet. Look, we've all been there, right? Trying to survive a semester on a diet of like 90% coffee and instant noodles. But here's the deal. Your brain is a high-performance engine. You can't expect it to run on cheap fuel. It needs the good stuff.
So this right here is the Eat Well plate. It's basically the official blueprint for a balanced diet. And the best part? It's not about complicated calorie counting or anything like that. It's just a simple, visual guide. You've got your carbs for energy, your protein for repair and focus, and of course, a ton of fruits and veggies for all those little micronutrients that keep your brain sharp and your body firing on all cylinders.
And the benefits? Oh, they're huge. A balanced diet boosts your immune system, so you're not that person who gets sick right before finals. It helps you maintain a healthy weight, and it seriously cuts your risk for a whole bunch of diseases. I mean, think about an endurance runner. They don't just wing it on race day, do they? Their diet is meticulously planned for months to prevent getting sick and to max out their energy. Your college career is an academic marathon. Why would you treat it any differently?
And the great thing is, it doesn't have to be hard. Seriously. Here are 4 super simple strategies you can start like today. 1. Time your meals to avoid those awful energy crashes. 2. Try to hit your 5 a day of fruits and veggies. 3. Watch your salt intake. And 4. Just choose healthier alternatives when you can. We're talking small changes that lead to massive results.
Okay, time for play number 3, and this one might surprise you a little bit. We're going to talk about taking risks and how it can actually be one of the best things you can do for your well-being and your confidence.
Now, before your mind goes to pulling it all-nighter, fueled by 3 energy drinks, let's be super clear about the kind of risk we're talking about here.
We're talking about the positive kind. That's right. positive risk-taking. This has nothing to do with being reckless. It has everything to do with being adventurous. So what is positive risk-taking? Well, it's about participating in activities that push you out of your comfort zone, but in a controlled and safe way. So think rock climbing, kayaking, maybe hiking a new trail, or even just joining an adventure club on campus. It's all about facing a challenge, either physical or mental, and discovering for yourself, step by step, that you are way more capable than you ever thought. And the rewards for this, they are incredible. When you push your limits like this, your brain gets flooded with those same endorphins we were just talking about, that awesome natural mood booster. But it's so much more than just a chemical high. The act of overcoming that challenge, whether it's getting to the top of a climbing wall or just navigating a tricky trail, that builds real, lasting confidence. It's the exact same mental toughness a team captain develops when they're under pressure. And that confidence, it doesn't just stay on the trail, it follows you right into the exam hall. Which brings us to our final play of the day. We've covered exercise, diet, and mindset. Now it's time to get the pro tips. We're talking the official, evidence-based game plan straight from the experts. In this case, the UK government. What you're looking at are the proven strategies for physical activity, healthy eating, and alcohol intake. The best way to think about this is like a pro athlete's training regimen. It's not based on guesswork or some random trend, it's all based on science, and it's designed for one thing: optimal performance. Following these guidelines is pretty much the surest way to keep your health and your well-being right on track. And here's something that's really important to remember. None of these plays work on their own. They're a team. A great diet isn't going to make up for zero exercise. And an awesome workout can be totally undone by a terrible diet. It's all about combining these 4 plays: exercise, diet, positive risk, and the guidelines into one single cohesive winning strategy. So there you have it. That's our rundown of the College Performance Playbook. Now, the ball is officially in your court. Looking at these 4 plays we just went over, which is the one you could start putting into practice this week? The one that's going to make the biggest difference for you? Hey, if this explainer simplified things for you, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the Subject Simplified channel. We have got a ton of content coming your way to help you absolutely crush your studies. Thanks so much for watching.